And good evening. As we have now moved into Thursday morning, I thought we would go over. We've got several issues that are going on this morning. We have the closest that we've gotten so far, tornado warning. If you have somebody that lives due south of the Meridian area in Lamar County or in Jefferson Davis County, there is a tornado warning that has just been issued by the National Weather Service. As we go down here and we look at this is a very serious storm. Here it sits, here's Hattiesburg. Due west of there is where this tornado warning that has been issued. And this is sitting on a scale of 1 to 10. This is setting at a 7. This is about where you could almost start counting to where this could be not 100%, but just about getting that rating to where it could be on the ground. So if you are anywhere in this, and let's zoom in on this, you need to go to your safe place now. As we look at this, Carmichael, White Bluff, Newsom, Goss, Society Hill, Bunker Hill, these areas here, you need to seek shelter immediately. In front of this, we've got shear winds running with this at 104 miles an hour. We've got this one here running at 91. This is running at 81 miles an hour. This is a serious storm right there. As we zoom in on this, this is sitting at Startonville, Mississippi right now. This is going to move. This is Columbia, Mississippi. This is Summerall. This is Seminary. This is not that far from the Meridian area. As you look at this, this is Laurel. But tornado warning, pay attention to this. And again, this is to our south there, Jefferson Davis County and Lamar County. Now, let's move back up to Lauderdale County. I've been watching this for the last little bit. Although we do not have a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning out right now, we got some very serious weather that is around the Enterprise, Jasper County, Lauderdale County, Newton County line, all there at the same time. Kobe, thanks for listening. Listening from Newton, Shinepoke, thank you. Watching from Vimville, Lori Francis is watching out in Russell. Patsy Irby is watching, thank you. Power is out in Tumsuba, Alan Nicholson says. Daphne Childs is watching from Hickory, awake and watching, Beth Vick there. Let's zoom in on this. Now, if you live anywhere down here in the Enterprise area, as you come up this southwest corner of Lauderdale County, pay attention to the weather in the next few minutes. Now, again, we do not have warnings out, but nonetheless, it is very serious weather that we're encountering in these areas. That stuff south of us has been developing for the last hour and a half as I've watched it. Let's start here. Let's turn on some locations and let you know where all this weather is going on. These red circles that you see on my screen that are spinning, those are shear winds. It doesn't mean they're on the ground, but it does mean that they have the possibility of dropping out of the air at any given moment. Now, we go south of Lake Edens. Let's start here in Jasper County. This is going to be cutting through Clark County and then into Lauderdale County. Enterprise, this storm will be at your location within 16 minutes and will reach the city limits of Meridian within 30 minutes. Let's turn this on here while I can pick up some more of the smaller towns. It's supposed to anyway. Paulding, it's 60 seconds away from you. Rose Hill, it'll be there in 8 minutes. Orange, you'll have the storm in 9 minutes. Enterprise, 16. And then Fellowship, you'll have it in about 12 minutes from now. So this is coming out of Jasper County, moving to the northeast, sitting right now right over Paulding is where, right by the courthouse there. If you were to look at where it comes at that stop sign there and you're looking in front of the courthouse, that's where it is. We go south of Lake Eden, southwest of there, just west back over 59 here to the Kelowna area. As we look at this, Kelowna, I believe is that the proper way to say that. We've got some sheer winds on the air in the air tonight. This is right off County Road 3115. 69 mile an hour sheer winds on that first one. We've got 81 on this one here. This is again off of County Road 35 is where this is. We've got a third one back here running at 70 and the fourth one at 58 miles an hour. And these are just critical wind indicators that these storms are in the air. And this is due south of right down from Lake Eden. So if you live in those areas there and adjoining there, be ready. It's going to be some rough weather. Now, this northwest corner all around Enterprise area here has been taking a pounding for the last 45 minutes or so, all through this area of Jasper County, Lauderdale County, and right over here just due north of the Enterprise area. we look at Jasper County. This right here is New Fellowship. This is Fellowship Community. And if you were to go straight up here on County Road, what is this? County Road 20 miles, can't catch it. 2426, I believe, where it runs into, that's going to be Little Road is what that looks like. Yeah, and Parks Mill Road, where they converge there in Newton County. You go just over into Lauderdale County. This is right on the line now. This is going to be in Savoy in the next 20 minutes. It will be at Sterling within the next 24 and Arunda by 25 minutes. As we look at this, the scale, now, this is not tornadic activity, but it is a strong thunderstorm that will roll through and bring a lot of more lightning and wind with it as it rolls through. This is going to cut across 59 and go right across Valley Road up here by Plant Sweat, and then cut on up towards Wolf Springs, and then end up by out by the church here at the Evangel Temple, cut out through there. As we look at the county, we're still showing Newton County on the edge of Lauderdale. Heavy rain down by Lazy Acres Christmas Tree Farm. As it cuts into Lauderdale County, we see now that right just due west of where Stuckey's Bridge is. Do you live near there? If you do, it is, as the old saying is, raining cats and dogs. That's what it's doing right there right now. As we zoom in on this, this is going to be Point Juanita Road right through there. And this is where Stuckey Bridge Road, right there, it's pouring. A lot of rain in that area. And the head of that storm is just due south of there, right on the Clark-Lauderdale County line. Again, this will cut across and move across Lauderdale County. Now, as we come into, we get to about where Lost Gap is, it lightens up a little bit. It's still raining. If you're there at the truck stop, you'll see it. It's still raining hard. As we move across and we get over by MCC and we start moving down I-20 to where you would get off on the 22nd Avenue exit there, it's going to pick up heavy rain right there, all toward downtown Meridian. If you were to take a left off 22nd Avenue and go toward the 3-foot building, the closer you get to the hospitals, the more it's going to be pouring down rain. If you stay on I-20 and go down where Walmart is and go on out past where Sam's is on 20, it is near, you can't see driving. It's so heavy through there. So extremely careful there, out to the Agri Center, and then all the way out to Highway 19 South. If you're headed out to the Vinville area, southeast area, a lot of rain there, and that's going to run all the way up there to Why Not Motor Sports Park there. A lot of rain there. Our friends in Toom-Suba, you're getting a ton of rain right now out at Lake Tom Bailey. Look at that rain that's coming down. Stretching there from Rainbow Lakes all the way out to Tom Bailey Lake. Due north, if we want to just talk about lakes a good bit, Dalewood, y'all are getting your fair share amount too on past the Ralph Morgan Rodeo as well. So be careful in those areas. Mark Overby says County Road 350, close to 514, sprinkling thunder is loud back toward Enterprise. Raining in Dalewood. Alicia Mouse, thank you there. Rachel Lott. Let's see here, going through Russell right now. Appreciate that, Davis and Delina. And let's see here, Alicia Miles, raining very hard and lots of lightning at Dalewood now. And as we're looking at that right there, and the worst of it is coming up on Dalewood from the Toom-Suba area and all of this back through this area here. And if you'll see this arrow, this storm that is just past the Evangel Temple is headed directly toward that direction. It will cross Rainbow Lakes and then go directly toward the Dalewood area. So as you're getting this rain that is very heavy out at Dalewood now, you have another round that is on the way there this morning. Now, again, I want to stress I don't have warnings for Lauderdale County, but this all warranted enough to get on here and talk about because it is heavy. I've been where you are sitting and not knowing in the dark. You hear all this thunder, this lightning, and you don't know what's going on. So I would rather come on and give us an update of what we've got going on for the next 5 to 10 minutes and get us all caught up of what's going on here in Lauderdale County. Let's move back down here and check what we've got going on. This is something to watch here. This stuff that is in right here in Jasper County that's going to be moving into Clark County in the next little bit. We have a bunch of these shear winds popping up. So if y'all live anywhere in the Pachuta area, if you live back in this area, Highway 18, Harmony, back toward downtown Quitman, these storms are headed that way. It's not there yet, but it will affect you in the next little bit. Pachuta area, Let's just, that one right there. That's 81 mile an hour shear winds. Let's look at this of just how far this is. If you take from this up to Pachuta, that's roughly about 7.5 miles, almost 8 miles from you. From Quitman, we put this over to downtown Quitman. It's 15 miles away from you as we look at how these storms move. All right, let's turn that off and go up here and clear that. I want to go down and look back again of what we do know that is a tornado warning to our friends down here to the southwest of Meridian. Hattiesburg area. Again, this is a tornado warning until 1:15 a.m., so that's 30 more minutes remaining on this. And this is a what I would call a booger bear. New Union, Mississippi is where this is. Let's zoom in on this and look at this closer. This is Highway 98. This is Columbia. There is 4 different parts of this storm that could be critical. We look at this, and this is on a scale of 1 to 10 of possibly turning into a tornado. This is at a 7.2. This back one here that are running together, the same amount. This is going to be cutting across towards Summerall, Mississippi. So if you live anywhere north of Columbia, near Summerall, take heed now. Get to your safe place. Don't wait around. Go to your shelter. Go to your safe place. We have a third storm that we're watching here as we look at this. This also headed the same direction toward the Summerall area there. Very dangerous storm that will be near Fortenberry within 6 minutes. Good Hope within 16 minutes. All right, we go just to the southwest of Columbia. Let's look here what this storm is doing here. This one is not as powerful as these 3 systems that are headed for Summerall. This is going to pass just south of Columbia, but still something to be concerned with. You should seek shelter. But without a doubt, this northern portion here, let's just look at this town here. This is Columbia. It lists as Columbia. This is the northern, just north of the city limits there. Emmanuel, Fortenberry, Harmony, Expos. All of this area here, y'all need to be in your safe place immediately. It's too much going on here that this could quickly turn into a tornado and do damage. It's a lot of wind with this and showing signs that this could drop at any given time. And I want to say that as we look at this, let's go back here. It was radar indicated rotation, so that it is showing that this is in the air. It's not necessarily on the ground, but again, these can pop down quick. And this is not all that far from us here in the Meridian area. Hattiesburg, y'all be on your P's and Q's. This is just to the west of you, just to the west of it. We watch this Laurel, Hattiesburg area. All of this is starting to heat up and be a little bit worse than what we've had in the past. We've got a lot of shear winds here, right here at Soso, Mississippi. Let's look at that. Looking at 81 mile an hour shear winds. And they just keep popping up here. 70. These are 1 mile wide little storms of what we've got here. And these are indicators of what's in the air. All right, let's move into Jasper County now. We're starting to see this moving into Clark County. Clark County, are you with me? Sue and Lovey is getting hammered right now. Been through Sue and Lovey many, many, many times. And that's going to be this right through here. And again, I don't have a warning for you. But if I lived anywhere here, let's just start here in this Paulding area, and let's go over to the city limits of Quitman. There's too much activity in here. Sometimes radars don't always pick up everything, but this tells me it's a rough area right now. It won't kill you. It won't hurt you to get up and get to your safe place and just stay there for a few minutes. And let's ride this out just to make sure, because things like this are concerned. Let's look at this. Let's zoom in here and let's just see what we've got. Barnett area. We've got 81 mile an hour shear winds that are up in the air right over Barnett right now. At any moment, that could drop down and be something more serious. Let's go just north of Barnett. And again, we're here in Clark County. This is County Road 286. We're looking at 81 mile an hour shear winds here and also 70 on this second one here, all right there at County Road 286 back to County Road 296. And all of this is just west as we look at this. This is Barnett right here. This is right off east of Highway 59, Interstate 59. Right due north of here is Pachuta. Let's see how far this is from Pachuta on our distance. And let's go down to where this is. That's roughly 3 miles from Pachuta is where this storm is located right now as it makes its way across the county. Let's turn that off. We got 2 more that have made their way here, and we've got more storms that are coming from Jasper into Clark County. This Barnett up to Pachuta, let's be on our safe zone here. Let's watch this area here. Right across the county line there in Jasper County, we're looking at 70-mile-an-hour shear winds as they make their way in here. And this is going to be County Road 411, which will turn into 290 as it makes it to Barnett. 4113, if you live in that area there, it's some serious weather going on there also. Let's back out here. Now, this is the heart of the storm right here. This is going to be up here at Paulding at the courthouse. This is going to pass over right through Paulding and then cut across the county and go just north of where Clarko State Park is. As we look at this, this will be at Pachuta within 10 minutes, Beatrice within 11 minutes. Now, again, let me restate, there's not a warning out. It's not. But it's still a lot of weather occurring right in here. Now let's move back up and let's follow this. Let's go in here, right up here by Enterprise. As it's starting to get the rain there at the high school. It's there. As radar updates there. Look at the heavy rain that we've got back through Enterprise now. The Dollar General. Let's go just due west. All right, we got a thunderstorm warning. Clark County, you just got the warning. So that as we've watched this stuff is pretty serious here. Let's clear this out. Let me clean that out. All right, severe thunderstorm warning, and let's do an update here. All right, the National Weather Service has put eastern Jasper County and also Clark County under a severe thunderstorm warning until 1:45 a.m. So that's a long time, isn't it? Yeah, because we're sitting now at 1 o'clock. They're putting this at 50 minutes out from now. At 12:50, the severe thunderstorm was located over Barnett, where we were looking just a moment ago, 11 miles west of Quitman, moving east at 35 miles an hour. 60-mile-an-hour gust and quarter-size hail is with this. Impact from this could be hail, damage into vehicles expected. Expect wind damage to roofs and siding and trees as well. This should be at Quitman and DeSoto around 10 after 1. So 15 minutes it'll get there. We'll dig into it and look at it. Sykes, you'll get this at 1:20. Crandall, about 1:25. All right, let's close this so we can get a better look at what's going on here. This is what concerns me of this thunderstorm warning here is all of this shear. And we've got even more back here past Heidelberg that's popping up down here from Soso, Mississippi. This is our warned area. This is going to cut across right at Stonewall. North of Stonewall, the Enterprise area, you're not included in the warning, but at the same time, you've got a lot of rain coming down in this area here, dumping buckets of rain. This is what we're concerned about right here. Let's again look at our location where we are. Barnett, anywhere around here over to Elwood. If you're in this neck of the woods, let's seek a little shelter. It is a thunderstorm warning. I know it's not a tornado warning, but these are pretty serious thunderstorms that are coming through. As I mentioned before, if you've got a tree over your home, that hangs over your bedroom, over your couch, wherever you're sitting, move to a different part of the house. Do not let something with these winds that come through here drop this on your house. I just got a note here. It says, twisting storm approaching Quitman High School. Now, what that means is this is what it's referring to when it talks about the twisting storms. This is going to move northeasterly all across here toward downtown Quitman. So what I'm saying is let's take our extra precautions here from Quitman all the way back over here to the Pachuta area, down through Barnett, and also out here at Harmony. If you're in this area here, let's get to a safe zone till this passes. Flash flood warning also just issued for the Rose Hill area. Look at that rain that's coming down there. Now, all right, we just got something else, and that may be the flash flood watch that just popped that. That very well could that. Let's, while we're doing this, let's pull back out for just a second. Let's do a refresh and make sure I hadn't missed something. This stuff can pop up quick. Want to make sure I got it all. and I'm going to believe that's what it is that flood warning that they issued there. So let's get back on this, because this is a lot of severe weather coming down here for Clark County. All right, here we go. As we come back, let's see here. All right, let's jump back in this. We've got actually 4 now it's occurring here, and all of this equipment back west over here south of Pachuta. Be on your best behavior and know that it's some severe weather in your neck of the woods. This first one, and let's look at this. This is passing as we talk about storms, and this is the lead sail of it, and this is the wind that is up in the air and the clouds above you. Is leading the way across Clark County. 81 mile an hour shear winds as we look at that. This is Harmony is where this is. Let's zoom in on this. This is County Road 284. This is going to be near Oak Grove Church and the old Evans School, which is a historical spot right there. Right out, let's say just a half a mile through the bushes there is where this is sitting right now. And that's got that 81 mile an hour shear winds if you're anywhere near the Harmony area. Be prepared for this storm. The old Stagecoach Road that follows here, this is County Road 287. It's sitting right on the Stagecoach Road is where it's at. 2 of them, as a matter of fact, as you look at this. That first one has 91 mile an hour shear winds. The second one, we're sitting at 91 also. So this is not something that we want to overlook and go, that's just something that radar is picking up. This is serious storms as we look at this. This one here is running at 70 miles an hour, and we zoom in on it. Elwood sits here. Elwood, all these areas here, y'all be prepared. Barnett all the way back through here as we look at this. And let's zoom in a little bit closer here. This is County Road 287. It's going to be just west of there and just northeasterly of the old Stagecoach Road there. I just got a text on this, multiple water rescues are ongoing in Jackson, Mississippi as we speak now to flooding. It has been a lot of rain over there. And I want to say some of the game wardens, I want to say earlier, I saw boats out trying to get to people. So flooding in Jackson, Mississippi, and they have got rescues going on. A lot of water has fell. We have got 5 different sails there coming up on Harmony, Elwood. Y'all be ready, downtown Quitman. It's coming your way, these storms. There's a stretch of this heavy showers that we've got here. Lake Edens, how many folks we got up this tonight there in Lake Edens area? How many of y'all are watching tonight? Watch that. Storming and no power in Toomsuba. I'm getting a note there from Elizabeth Scruggs. Thanks for that note. Torrential rain and hail, high wind in Orange. That comes from Julie Parker. Stonewall, a lot of rain right now, but y'all are just barely in here. If you will look here, that was Kyla Irby was asking this. Waterby is the cutoff there in downtown Stonewall, and it follows right there. The line is right there in front of the Piggly Wiggly is where the line of where the severe thunderstorm warning is. Long's Fish Camp isn't on the side of it, but on the other side of the street from Piggly Wiggly. That's just the line, the way it goes. But if you'll notice here, all up through Stonewall, through Enterprise, you've got lots of rain. But this is the more concerned area south of you. Down through here is where this is going to be going toward the Quitman area, Clarko, out by Cooper's Chapel. This will go this way as this inches across tonight. Lake Edens 59, y'all are getting dumped on right now here in the Lake Edens area there. Which part of Hattiesburg is affected? Kim Smith wanted to know. Let's drop down because this is a tornado warning down in this area. Here sits Hattiesburg right here. Out to the west of you, if you follow Highway 98, this is where the tornado warning is. All of this right here is under a tornado warning. Summerall, Mississippi is the direction that it is moving. Northeasterly from Columbia is where this is, moving northeast. This storm will be near Rocky Branch in 11 minutes. We'll be at Enon, I'm going to say that's how you pronounce that, within 6 minutes. Bynum within 20. Epley within 20 minutes. And Summerall, you'll get the storm within 20 minutes. So if you're watching tonight, anywhere from Columbia to Stonewall, you need to be at your safe place now, at the moment. Get there because this is a very serious storm. This is a tornado warning for y'all until, let me go back and Double check. I don't know how that got turned off. Until 1:15 a.m. You've got 17 more minutes on this. This very well could fire off another warning up into Jones County here in the next little bit. Flash flood warning for Jones County right now. We'll watch this, and all of these storms. Do you see this? How this is playing out? How these storms now are going northeasterly, Clark, and probably Lauderdale County. Let's turn this off where you can see this better. The direction of how these storms are moving. You see that? That's going to make its way through here. So if you're watching in Meridian, it's the ante will get up. This is what we were talking about earlier, the second round that would come through tonight, and this is the beginning stages of it now. And we should have one more round before daylight. After this passes, there will be one more round is what we're expecting. I'll be here throughout the night to watch it to make absolutely sure of how that works. Okay, all right. Let's go back here. And again, if you're in this area here west of Hattiesburg, this is where it is. They've shortened that area there now, Ola, Mississippi, in that area there. This is sitting, as we look at this, east of Columbia, headed toward Highway 98 is where this is. You zoom in on this storm here, and this is sitting right at Innan, Mississippi is where this is. Y'all need to seek shelter immediately in these areas here with this tornado warning. All right, let's ease back up toward this way as we've got more and more of these storms that are popping up, headed toward the Clark County area. Look at this. Clark, y'all just need to be on your tippy toes tonight as this weather moves in here. Somebody asked me about Collinsville there. Collinsville, as you can see, is not rain-free, but it's not any thunderstorm activity going on at the time. The warning now for Clark County and also the eastern side of Jasper County, and this is going to last until 1:45 is what we've got. And as you can see, this is developing and coming across Clark County pretty serious at the moment. So if you're in the Clark County area, watch. Let's stay safe here. All points west of downtown Quitman, back to that county line on the western side of Clark County. Pay attention. Let's go up here to Pachuta. And let's start at Pachuta, go across and look at all these points and take in all of this wind that we've got occurring in Clark County. Let me make sure I hadn't missed anything. James Anthony Ware is watching. Thank you there. Carol Hedgepeth is watching out in Russell. Pouring hard rain and lightning at Acock Road in Zero. Know exactly where you are there, Chris Gardner. Thank you there for watching. Chris Dittwilder, heavy lightning, wind blowing on 280 and 275. And let's see, heavy rain at Lake Edens, and we're showing that right now on radar. Lots of rain in Enterprise, Jan Gunn. Let's see here, hail in Sioux and Lovey. And we'll turn that on. I hadn't turned on that hail to look at that. Kim Ingram's daughters at Southern. And I understand that. If my child was there, I would also be concerned. Constant lightning in Stonewall just made our cameras turn off for a second there, and that comes from Katie Rose. Lightning really bad in Bassick City comes from Lacey Noss. Georgia Robinson, we're between Enterprise and Clarkdale in Clark County. Nonstop heavy rain, wind, lightning, and thunder. That's what's coming across there. And we got some stuff there I see just east of Enterprise popping up on radar. If you'll notice right there. Y'all see that? Let's see here. Lightning and thunder there horribly at the southeast community. Let's see, going down power, just went out in Enterprise, watching from the Quitman area, that comes from Kim Valking. Power out in Martin, we got some more power out. So any activity in Clark County, Mississippi, or just heavy rain. It's a thunderstorm warning, but we've got a lot of wind, and sometimes wind can be just as dangerous as a tornado. Is what is the points that I'm making on all this, and there's all over Clark County right now. So treat this as something more than just a thunderstorm warning, because it is a lot of wind involved with it, and wind can be very damaging, as we've seen. Let's look at our shear winds, and then we'll come back to some more comments across here. Let's start at Enterprise. Right here, let's zoom in. Enterprise, can y'all see? This is just due east of Enterprise as we dig deeper into this. This is Irwin Road as we move over. This is going to be County Road 343. In between 342 and 343, we're looking at shear winds at 70 miles an hour on this first leg, and the second one running at 68.9. Might as well call that 69 miles an hour. This is approaching Highway 45. This is due east of here. Here's Stonewall. It's going to be northeast of you as we look at that. All right, let's move down in the county. That's a lot of rain here around Enterprise in these areas here. Watch that. Now, as we get to Highway 11 here, as it goes through Pachuta, you could not see to drive through this. Look at this line here. Down 59 as it follows Pachuta, Highway 11, that is some of the worst rain that you can encounter right now. If you live in that area, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, we've got two storms that we're watching. Let's look at this first one. This is, let's turn it on to where we can see more community. Sykes, you'll have this one in half an hour. This is where Sykes is from there. We move to this second storm that's just south of Pachuta, which is headed straight toward the Quitman area. It's going to be at Elwood within 7 minutes and Quitman within 18 minutes. And, and then Davis within 24 minutes. Now, let's look at this. This is where the heart of the storm is. This is the leading edges that we've got of this storm that is headed toward Quitman with all of this wind. This first one sitting at 68 miles an hour, or second one the same amount, 57, and we've got this bottom one here that's running at about 81 miles an hour. This is sheer wind is what we're looking at here. And this is County Road 114 where it meets County Road 116. Right in this area. Do you live near here? Here's Harmony here as you were going toward Quitman. It's going to be right on the road there, right off of there. Let's drop down to Ditwilder. Right here, we've got Hale through here. Hale Community is what that is. And this is Nancy. As you follow along right here on County Road 280, just to the south of County Road 280, we've got two more bouts of sheer winds. This one running at 81 miles an hour. This one that is approaching County Road 275, we're looking at 69 miles an hour. As this comes across, this is going to be some serious rain, wind approaching y'all in Quitman here from the back roads coming in. And let me turn on these locations where it makes it a little bit easier to know what's happening. Jay's Taxidermy, just south of town, sits right here. All of this is just within a mile or so. Let's just see how far it is in case I'm a little wrong here. As we go across here, that's 2 miles from Jay's Taxidermy, and we go to the father's one there. It's 4.5 miles. We go 3.5 miles there, and then the closest there is 1.5 miles from Jay's Taxidermy. And y'all know where Jay's is from downtown Quitman there. We'll just run the map on there, and you run it up 4 miles from downtown Quitman out to where Jay's is. And this is where all of this wind is moving into the Quitman area. So pay attention. Downtown Quitman, all of this, all points west of Quitman back to the county line. We've had the severe thunderstorm drop that was in Jasper County, and it's all now in Clark County is what we've got. Let's cut that off and clear that off. And then let's work our way on down. We've got some more down here. This is Shibuda. Let's go south. Let's go west of Shibuda here. We got another storm that we're looking at that is producing some 70 mile an hour winds on, and this is going to be County Road 216 here as we cut across. That's still 216 right there. And that's west of Shibuda. Another storm that we're looking at that's out in the rural route. This is Goodwater Community. This is going to be to the southeast of Goodwater. That one's got a punch to it, 81 mile an hour shear winds, and this will cut across toward the Summerall area here on Highway 45. Again, if you're anywhere here in Clark County, pay attention. Now, let's move up outside of our warned area because we still got a lot of weather going on. Here's Mathis Peaches right here. As we go due south of there and drop down, for our folks that live in Middleton, there's some weather that is approaching you as well. This is the Roy community. This is Sable. We have That's 70. This one on this front side here is also 70, and we've got 81 mile an hour shear winds. And again, let me repeat, if you just came on about shear winds, these are indicators that is within this storm. It is not saying that it is on the ground doing damage. It is in the air is what this is, and this lets us know what that storm punches. But it does have the capability at any given moment to where this could dip down. You've seen the damage of pictures before of how this stuff works, of where it wasn't a tornado, but it tears things up. That's what these things can do. As we watch this carefully as they move across. Serious weather here in Clark County. Now, we've got this all over Clark. We've got more coming in from Heidelberg. If you live in the Heidelberg area just to the southeast of you here, there's a lot here. We've got a flash flood warning that's just been put in effect for Lauderdale County. And most likely that's going to be going into Clark County also. And I think that's what that alarm is that just went off. I'm almost certain that's what that noise is going to be about. Let's turn off locations and just double check. We're too deep into to things to miss something tonight. So let's turn this off. Let me refresh here. And that threw up a bunch of alerts there. Yeah, this is going to be flood warnings. Let's turn this back on where you can take a look here what we got. All right. As we move down here, this is a flood warning here, and it's taken in until 4 a.m. for Lauderdale County. And this is that rain that's coming up through here all over the eastern side of Lauderdale County all the way out to Wynot, a bunch of it. And we also got it down here in Jasper County. They have a flash flood warning also. But again, our main focus right now, closest to Meridian, is Clark County. And look at this Hattiesburg area. Let's go on down and look at this. We have another tornado warning that has been issued now for the Hattiesburg area. Let's come down here. We got a bunch of shear winds going on here throughout this tornado watch just for the Laurel area. But Hattiesburg, this is the storm that started over here. We've got 2 tornado warnings. This is just south of Hattiesburg. Let's take a look here. This is until 1:15. Tornado watch remains in effect. We skipped down to where it is at 1:08 just a few moments ago. Radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado 9 miles northeast of Pineborough, 14 miles southwest of Hattiesburg, moving east at 40 miles an hour. And this was radar indicated here on this first side of this tornado warning that we've got here as we look at this. All right, this is the second one that we've got down through here, just south of Hattiesburg. Let's look at this. Flash flood watch, flash flood warning out in Wynot. All right, this is our tornado warning that we're looking at here. This is Hattiesburg. This is Hardy Street, just due south of there. All of this area here, I want to say that's Ocala, Pine Ridge area, Old Highway 11 that is going to cut across, and Leaf River. Pine Grove, you're involved in this, Ridgeland, McCallum, and the Dixie community. And then again, this is just south of the city limits of Hattiesburg there, tornado warning. This is until 2 a.m. This is this storm that is right out here making its way across here. So if you've got friends, family in this area, call them, let them know that they need to be in their safe zone now. Very serious matter here. And all of this is just building up, coming our way. Now, let's go back up here because that we thought we had bad weather before. It's really nasty now. We got any updates? Make sure you get a little close. They won't be able to hear you on that mic that far out. So, yeah, get that as close as you can to you there. What do you have to add?
Nothing so far. They're saying thank you.
Okay. Keep a close eye on it. And if anybody has any questions, pass it along so we can do that. I'm camping at the lake in Collinsville. Do I need to leave my camper anytime soon? Collinsville, at this point, you're okay as we look at that. You're all right. If you were to say Clarko, I would say leave. All right, let's look at this now because, all right, we just had this. All right, Carmichael community. And, again, this is severe thunderstorm warning, but I don't trust it at this point. There's too much going on. If you're in here, get to your safe zones here in Clark County. Let's cut across here at Quitman all the way across to the county line here. If you're out here in the areas of Manassas, be ready. This is right on top of Quitman right now. This is along where the railroad tracks are there by Jay's Taxidermy is where this is sitting here. And let's look at these shear winds. This is possibly right here. It's not as bad as it looked. That right there will be on a scale of 1 to 10. That's a 3. But it's still, it's too much activity going on in Clark County for us to ignore this and say, well, this is just rain. This is very serious. Of this wind that we mentioned could come. It can cause damage just like anything else. All right, let's work our way back and go across the county. Out here by the landfill, we've got shear winds that are whooping in at somewhere around 81 miles an hour. As we cut across there and we jump across on 45 there, we're looking at 70 just north of Jay's. This is High Street, and this is going to be right up here. That's less than a half a mile there, where this would join County Road 125. We've got 58 mile an hour shear winds and 70 mile an hour shear winds there at County Road 125. And again, this is within 3 miles of downtown Quitman. Look at all this activity that we got stirring here.
Someone said equipment is rocking and rolling, thunder shaking house. Someone said tornado warnings or alerts in Lauderdale or Newton.
No, we don't have any warnings there at this point. All what we've got right now is Clark County. That's the only warning that we got. That what we do have in Lauderdale County is a flash flood warning, but no tornado, no thunderstorm warnings. It's just picking on Clark County at the moment there. All right, let's look at this. This is the lead of this. And again, if you're anywhere here near Manassas, Carmichael, that area, all the way out here to Shady Grove, be on your best behavior, and it won't hurt to go ahead and get to a safe place because there's just too much unknown with this storm as it comes across. It just keeps building and getting more and more winds with this as it comes across. By the time it gets to you, again, this is this purple rain back here. This is the front side of it as this comes across. These are the winds that are in front of it, and that's what's coming. You won't be able to see outside. If you can see through the lightning as it flickers, it's rough out there. We've got 91 mile an hour shear winds on this one. We've got, let's see here, 58 on that one. It's 3 of them right together right here. 81, we're looking at 57, and down here we're showing this 91, and this is County Road 694, and you back out and you look at this. This is DeSoto. This is going to be about where the church sits here at DeSoto, just to the southwest of there. As we go just across here, and this is going to be County Road 690, sitting on top of that right now is about 70 mile an hour shear winds. We come down 45. As the rain is approaching 45 there, we show that that's got about 70 mile an hour shear winds with this storm. Let's go on down. Let's go to Summerall. We got some sheer winds in there, about 58 miles an hour. We get down here to the Dollar General, and you'll see that not raining there yet. It's concentrated right in the central portion of Clark County at this point. As we leave out of Pachuta, dangerous storm, we'll get back to that. As we look here, do you have something?
Someone's asking, what time is it supposed to be moving out of Clark County?
This is a slow-moving storm. Is you're going to have multiple rounds of this. This is not you're going to have rain for quite a while. Out of our area, I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to probably be 6:30 in the morning before all of this is totally done. Because this is one round, and we should get one more round of bad weather coming up after this. So just a heads up, it's going to be a long night. Better to be, as your mama used to tell you, safe than sorry. Let's look at this here now. This is Pachuta. As you move over, right there is Pleasant Hill Baptist Church. In between there and the co-op at the railroad tracks in Quitman, that's horrific rain is what I would call that. All the way down to Hale. If you're near Didwalder, did I say that correctly? I think it did, Didwalder. All of this area here, it's pouring. Now, this is going to cause flooding. There's no way that it won't. if you've got low-lying areas in that area there, just be prepared. It's going to be rising. Don't cross that if it's across a road anywhere. It's just not worth it there. We show this still making its way straight across, going to take in Manassas, Carmichael, all of these areas out to Shiloh. These storms are headed directly that direction. Now let's go up here just north of town. And I hope I'm not jumping around too much for everybody that's in Clark County on these maps and confusing you. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Let's see here. I saw some hailing on 280. Glancing down through here, and I mumbled a little bit, and I'm sorry about that. Let me go down here. Hailing on equipment on County Road 110. That comes in from Haley Haney. Thank you for checking in with us. Jimmy George is watching tonight. Lots of water on the ground in Stonewall, Susie Smith said. And I have to agree with you. Let's zoom in here, downtown Quitman. Let's follow up the streets here. Again, there's the railroad track as we go up here north, County Road 139. We get it right up here to where Quitman Junior High School is, and just out to the northwest of there. That's not hardly anywhere from the school there. We're showing some 58-mile-an-hour shear winds coming through that area there. And this is going to cut across the downtown area in there and across North Jackson Avenue, come across in this area here through Quitman there. I'm sure that at this point, here, you can turn that off.
It's cold up in here.
Yeah, you can turn it down where it won't freeze you. It's flooding there, and just it's tough to sit through all of this. Now look at what we've got that has passed over to where Jay's is, and this is all headed to our friends out here in the Carmichael, Manassas area. Y'all be on the lookout because this is a serious storm. In front of it is all of this wind, and then behind it is all of this rain that is coming across, and it's just slowly moving. It's dumping rain as it goes across. Let me make sure. I don't know how that got there. I'm going to have to do some adjustments on that later. That's supposed to be up there. I don't know how that came about, but can't fix that right now. Brewer, Junction City, Carmichael, all the way out here, and this is going to be where Shady Grove is. We've got Threadville, Crandall. All of this storm is headed directly toward y'all. If you'll notice that little area right there, this is Hale, just to the east of Hale. Let's look at this road here. This is pretty serious rain there. County Road 280, right there where that little turn is, and I'm assuming that's a driveway. Where County Road 260 turns, right up through there, that is horrific rain. That's maybe a new word I need to use tonight. I hadn't used that before now. Horrific. Horrific.
You have a certain slang with it.
Yeah, I can't help it.
People's asking about Stonewall and Zero Road.
Stonewall, and then out at Zero Road. Stonewall, as you'll look here, it's heavy rain there at Stonewall. We've got some purple there. This just popped up out here by Cooper's Chapel. Let's look at this real quick. This is another one of those storms that this is sitting at heavy winds involved with this here. This is going to be at Linton and Shiloh within 20 minutes. It's going to cut right across here. You got Cooper's Chapel sitting right there. We've got another storm. This is about maybe a mile down the road from Cooper's Chapel. As we look at this, this is going to cut across County Road 5110. 5110 is what the name of that road is, and that's where that storm is heading there. Let me close this. Back out here. All right, let's go up here since we had a question about that. And again, Carmichael, this is on y'all. It hasn't gotten any worse than when it started of the potential of what it's got. But it is a lot of wind with this. And if you're anywhere in here, y'all take some shelter there. It just, it's not
good.
It's not good at all, no. Rodney Wing just texted me and said it's raining like all get out at the racetrack right now, and why not? Let's move.
Someone said that she is in DeSoto in Clark County, and she's like right in the middle of it, and the rain is horrific.
It has to be. And this is this purple stuff that's moving across DeSoto, and this is the leading edge of it, of the wind. But this is what's over DeSoto, all this purple stuff here. Bad. Now let's move up here. Now we got some stuff. They asked about Stonewall just a second ago. Here's the pig sitting right here, just across the street as we go over to Touchstone Road. That Burlington Road, that's nowhere from the pig there. Pouring rain in this area. Now, as you go up here, as I said, the street kind of separates there with the thunderstorm warning. It cuts across the county. But even as you go up here, and let's look at this. Why not? As Rodney just said, bad rain there. Right here is Energy Church, and just to the west of Energy Church is going to be 91-mile-an-hour shear winds with this. That's a mile-wide storm approaching the energy area. So if you're out in there, treat that just as serious as everybody in the lower part of the county. That's County Road 457 right here. Now let's move up here. Let's move right up here near Hurricane Creek. I know there's a lot of folks that live out in the Hurricane Creek. We got a lot of wind approaching that also. 68-mile-an-hour shear winds. We've got winds there of 81 miles an hour that is slowly coming across there. Look at that. So if you're Hurricane Creek to the county line, take heed on that. Just to the northeast of Wynot, we got some shear winds coming with that also. 58 miles an hour right there just northeast of there. As we zoom in on this, as we cross Highway 19, that is, looks like Booker Road. It's going to be just out to the pine trees right at the state line right there with all of that. Now, this encompasses all the way back to the Boy Scouts. We've got tons of rain in eastern Lauderdale County, all the way up here through Toomsuba, up to the Ralph Morgan Rodeo. Look at that as we come down through here. And just due south of, that's where the Simmons Wright store is. That's pretty size, good stuff there. Getting a note here, quarter-size hail at Cooper's Chapel. Mm-hmm. That's in... down in Clark County there also.
Yeah, a bunch of hail. There's no more hail in Quitman, someone said.
Let's see here. I'm 1 mile south. I'll keep you posted, Iris, because she was saying her Wi-Fi was kind of going in and out. I'll let you know what's going on in that as we watch this storm. Let me thank some folks that make our weather possible every single day, and they help with this coverage that happens at night. And as you can, these are home folks just like you. When you can, support them, spend your money with them. We start out with a big thank you with Kim's Photography here in Meridian. If you're needing someone to do your pictures, she'll take care of you there. Rodney and all the gang out at Why Not Motor Sports Park. Going to be having a race coming up before long. Good folks, take care of you there. And they got Wi-Fi at Why Not now. Woohoo! Talbert Enterprises just across that county line there in House, Mississippi. If you need a car part, they got plenty to choose from that'll save you money. Also, Freeman Tractor, this out in Sicalina. If you need a lawnmower tractor, they make you a great deal on it there. Drop in and see Keith. Also, the Precast Group. If you're looking for a tornado shelter, they've got them, and plenty of them. Can custom make them. If you're building a home, they can put these up, and you can have a storm shelter room inside your home. You can have it outside, whichever way you want to do that. The Red Barn Plant and Produce, that's out there in the southeast area also. Charlie and the gang there. Plenty of plants, and they're going to have lots of produce this summer for you. And Masterflow Plumbing. They take care of all your plumbing needs from Hattiesburg all the way to the Gulf Coast. Galen has been doing it for 36 years and knows what he's doing there. He'll help you. All right, let's go back up. It's Clay Banks says it's rough as a corn cob at Clarkdale right now. And I see that. It is kind of quiet now in Sioux and Lovey. That's on this side of that as it's come across. Quitman, let's look at this. This is out at Archusa Water Park. That's rough right there. 70-mile-an-hour shear winds right there at Archusa. If you live anywhere near there, it's still dumping rain downtown Quitman. I ain't heard a word out of Jay tonight. Maybe he's sleeping through all of this. But we concentrate here south of where Jay's taxidermy is and look at all of this that we've got approaching Carmichael, Manassas, Shiloh. Again, I cannot stress about being careful with this storm that is coming across, because it may still just be a severe thunderstorm warning, but with all of this wind, we cannot be cautious enough, and we want you to be absolutely safe and get to a safe place if you're in this. Let's look at that right there. On a scale of 1 to 10 of that turning into a tornado, that right there says it has the potential to do it, but it's at a 3 out of a 10, so it's on the low end of it. It's just saying that that storm right there at Carmichael could turn into one. It is not one. I'm not saying that. It just has the probability of turning into one. And again, it's on the low end. If that was up around 7, we'd be having a whole different conversation about what I thought. But that's at a 3. We have a bunch of shear winds with this. That's 81 mile an hour shear winds that we've got, and that's just to the south of Shady Grove Church. Y'all get to your safe places in here just to be on the safe side. There are thunderstorm warnings, and from my understanding of what I've been told as this moves along, this round here is worse than the last one. The next round that we get will be a little bit worse than these. Hope I'm making sense there. If you'll look at this,
it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, by daylight, the one that finally moves out of here, from what I understand, will be the worst of what moves through the area. It would be nice if it didn't show up, wouldn't y'all think so? Mm-hmm. I think everybody would like to go to bed now and just sleep. Yeah. Pat Pickard watching us there from the Zero, watching from Tallulah, Louisiana. Live in Stonewall. That's Marilyn Armstrong. Glad you're with us tonight there, watching your place for you as we have these storms across here. Eastern Clark County is just where it is awful bad here. Let's go back up here to the Lauderdale County. We've got some stuff popping up right here. This is where J.W. Reynolds Road is, where the racetrack is. We go directly across Highway 19, and let's look at this. We got 70 mile an hour shear winds with this storm, and this is going to be near Pounds Road. Y'all familiar with that? This is where it junctions into Alamucha Wynot Road. Just across that, let's look at this of how far this is. From the racetrack, that would be 1 mile, a mile and a half from Rodney's racetrack of where that is, of where that storm is. So if you're in this area here, it pouring down rain and you're getting a lot of wind as well in that area there. That is roughly 1.2 miles from the state line is where that is. Turn that off and go up here and clear that so we can back down and take a look at all this. Now, Lauderdale County, again, we've got a flood warning out for Lauderdale County, and it is showing off. If you're in southeastern Lauderdale County, it's dumping on you for all the way up here from Dalewood straight down to Tomb Suba there at Tom Bailey Lake. Cuba, Alabama, y'all are getting this also. As we look over here at McElroy Trucking, it's kind of the line as we come down. The Boy Scouts of America just up from why not there on 19. Southeast High School, over here where the Girl Scouts is. And as we drop down here, it gets a little heavier right here at the Causeyville Ball Field, and we go south into Clark County, and it gets heavier and heavier as we go. Starting to show some signs of some storms that are moving in just north of Lisbon, Alabama. Hurricane Creek, y'all don't have any warnings at this point. But, wait a minute, maybe you do. Yeah, thunderstorm warning has been issued for you until 2 a.m., and that's these storms that are moving here out of Clark County and Lauderdale County towards you. All right, let's focus some more. Wayne County looks messy, doesn't it? It does. We have a severe thunderstorm warning until 2 a.m., for Waynesboro, all of this area, and we got some activity here that is kind of nasty. This is a little bit stronger storm here. This is a 4 out of a 10 area just south, and we'll go just south of Waynesboro across here. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. We watch this, though, as it climbs and climbs. A lot of activity going on here in the south area. We still have this tornado warning until 2 a.m., south of Hattiesburg. We got a lot of wind following Hattiesburg there. 70 mile an hour shear winds with that. This is this area here could see some tornadic activity as this edges. It's still in the air. It's radar indicated. As we look at that, this area right here on a scale of 1 to 10 is sitting right at a 6.5. I start seeing in the past of what I've watched, it's never 100% sure, But as we look at this, as we get down to when you say, all right, you better get somewhere, when it reaches a 7 is where I always say, don't waste any time. And we're at a 6.5 here south of Hattiesburg. So this could turn into something quick and mean and bad. So if you're south of Hattiesburg this morning, take heed, take shelter now. This storm will be at Barron Point within 11 minutes, Ridgeland in 13 minutes, Wingate within 26 minutes. As we watch this tornado warning again south of Hattiesburg, this area here is Wallace, Mississippi. That's where we've got this, and it's going to be moving northeasterly. And Wayne County, wow. Bunch of activity through here. Severe thunderstorm warning if you're in here west of Waynesboro. I would say seek shelter at this time here and wait this storm out because it's a lot going on here in Wayne County. All right, let's move back up. We've had some more. We've had 2 more storms pop up here as we look at this in Clark County. It's just it's rough all the way from the bottom of Shibuda all the way up here to past Wyandotte as we get right on up now east of Dalewood. Let's go back down here, though, and look at this. This is going to be due east, and let's look at some roads here. This is right on top of Matherville. We've got this storm here. Sheer rate of wind in with this as it comes across Matherville, and this is going to be on Poplar Springs Road there, packing 92-mile-an-hour sheer winds. And again, this is radar indicated. I want to make sure everybody understands me that I'm not saying that is on the ground. It is sheer winds that is in the air that could cause damage to your area. Severe thunderstorm warning there. As we move up and we move past Matherville, we've got sheer winds out with that running about 70 miles an hour closest to the storm there near Matherville. Let's move on up here. This is Sales Prairie. Pouring rain on y'all. Carmichael, y'all have got all this rain, and this is probably within 60 seconds of more heavier rain coming on top of you. As we get out to the Horn community, let's look at this. Let's go due south of Horn. Let's get down here to County Road 620. This first one packing 81-mile-an-hour sheer winds right here below County Road 630. If you live anywhere in the neighborhood of Horn to the state line, seek shelter. Get to your safe place. Let's make sure that you're safe and none of this hurts anybody. If you've got trees that are over your home, get out of that area now. Go to a part of your home to where a tree could not land on it. You know what I mean. We don't want you to be in a bed and a tree gets soft and with this wind fall on your home. We just don't want that to happen. Let's look at this right here.
They said cannot hear you but can see you, but...
Do what now?
Someone said they couldn't hear you, but the audio's working right there.
I see
Might
the
be
audio.
their Wi-Fi.
I'm seeing it had to be Wi-Fi, Sarah.
I can hear Mama's thing downstairs with you talking.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's happening there. I
think it's good.
I apologize. I wish I knew what was going on to tell you there. All right, let's maybe that helps a little bit there of what was getting blocked down here at the bottom. Let's go back at this. Let's clear here. This all of this area due south, Sales Prairie east to Melvin, Alabama. Melvin, y'all be prepared for what's coming also. A lot of storms approaching you with high winds. As we look at this, 91-mile-an-hour sheer winds, and listen, and that's a 3 out of a 10. Again, it doesn't mean that it's on the ground. It just means it's some rough weather there where you are. We zoom in to look at this area here. This is County Road 637 and 620. In this circle here of 637, we go due north here. We let's see here. That wanted to disappear on me. It is just unreal the amount of wind that we've got in Clark County. Let's back out now. Let's look at this. Let's turn on. Let's go down here and turn on this hail. And if y'all look at this, this is what's been falling across Clark County here. Got a lot out here by Cooper's Chapel, all through this area here. As you look here at Harmony, that was a lot fell through there. But this area here, particularly here from the landfill all the way up through here by Cooper's Chapel over to Chancellor. Look at that. Over to Linton. A lot of it fell. I don't know if anybody's heard it hitting their cars. if y'all have paid attention to this in Clark County, but it is definitely showing that it is a lot come down in there. Rough hail in Harmony a few moments ago, Lene Castle said. That is. And this is the front edge of this. And as you can tell, this is making its way across here. So if you live right here at Shiloh, be prepared for hail coming your way. It's making its way across the county. As we look up, didn't quite make it out to the Wynot area. We did get a little bit up here near Energy. It's moved across the state line a little bit. Areas across Lauderdale County got a wee bit. It didn't get near what we got down here in Clark County. All right, let's switch gears now and change this. Let's change from hail and let's look at damaging wind of what we've got going on with this. All right, let's turn radar off where you can, let's just look at this of what's going on with Clark County. Let me go find radar and turn it off. If you will look at that, that is the wind that has come through here. A lot of it here, but when you get to Clark County, it's a deeper green, as you can tell there, and that's some of the worst that we've had throughout the area here, Jasper County and also Clark County. And these little blobs here, if you'll see those highlighted, that's meaning that was the worst of the worst wind that came through the area there in Clark County. As you look at this, and let's turn on location and look in relevance to right there, as you went into Clarko State Park, a lot of wind. And as you go on across here through Sykes, all of that area had a bunch of it.
Gosh, that's a lot of purple.
Do what's that about purple?
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
That's not good.
No, not good at all. All right, let's turn radar on. Let's go back over here to, I want to say I had that on right here. We'll turn that off. We're watching our tracks. All right, let's close this and let's start back at Hattiesburg and go back up and follow this storm as it comes across. Hattiesburg, this is still, all right, that turned right there. Tornado watch. That's good. All right, that has been canceled. The tornado warning that was in that area. Still a lot of rain there. Let's move over. We got a severe thunderstorm warning just due east of Hattiesburg now. This is going to be near Ferguson, Mississippi. Let's move up now as we move into Wayne County. Wayne County still at this point under a severe thunderstorm warning. Y'all are getting dumped on tonight. As it comes across, we've got heavy rain. This is going to be Waynesboro in 11 minutes from now.
Someone said, what about Washington County?
Washington County, is that Alabama?
I don't know any Washington counties around here.
Washington County, Alabama, I think is where they're watching from. Correct me if Randy, if I'm not right on that. We'll jump over and take a look at what's coming. All of this is headed that way toward Alabama, so y'all heads up, be on top of this. We look at here all around downtown Waynesboro and due north into Clark County. This is rough weather, just no other way to put it. Let's jump on up here in Clark County once again. All heavy rain here at the Dollar General. Now, we've moved across here, and the severe thunderstorm warning for downtown Quitman has been canceled, and it's all due east now. This is going to pick up due east of Shibuda, go to the county line, and go straight up to Clarko State Park and cut across. We've just got heavy rain left up here near Energy as we go into Lauderdale County out of Clark County. Still heavy rain just past the Boy Scouts. We're going to have a lot of rain there at Causeyville all the way to the state line. The brunt of this storm that was out here at Wynot has now moved right across the Bama state line there. And we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Choctaw and also northern Wayne County and Mississippi down here at the bottom there until 2 a.m. That's, 18 more minutes remaining on that?
Someone said, what about Neshoba?
We'll jump to Neshoba in just a second and go up there. Let's go down this edge here before we got this warnings. Serious matter here again. If you're right across here in Alabama, this Toxie, Alabama, Gilberttown, Alabama. All of this is coming your way. Y'all be prepared. Now, it is a severe thunderstorm warning for you until 2 as well. It's just taking a beating down this state line here. We've got heavy rains now at Manassas. Look at that, where it's pouring down. Down at Carmichael, 63 degrees there, but wow at the rain that y'all have got going on. All right, we look at this, Evansboro, Alabama, right there. A lot of rain. That's right on the state line with Clark County as we look at this. Shear wind still pumping out at about 70 miles an hour just south of Carmichael there. All right, Gilberttown, Alabama, as we look at this storm that has just hopped across that county line into Alabama there. Gilberttown, it's going to be a little while before it gets there, but it is en route there. That's going to put it out past an hour. We're looking at 30 minutes to right here where the end of this gray goes. That's going to Paragon. But in the end, it's going to head toward Gilberttown, Alabama. So y'all are going to encounter some weather. We had any other comments there, Miss Madison? Was that Neshoba County that you wanted to know about?
Yes.
All right.
Country Road 420.
As we look at Neshoba County, we come out of Kemper County and look at all this rain. Neshoba County, this is what you would call moderate rain. If you're standing in it, it's still pretty bad. But as you'll look at the colors here in comparison to what it is down here in southern Lauderdale County, it's a big difference. But flooding nonetheless here in Pearl River on the eastern side of Neshoba County as we go into Winston County, covered in rain. As we go over to Macon, Mississippi, and Noxubee County, covered in it. You get a little break around Mississippi State, Columbus, all of that area there, Lowndes County, getting pounded on as well. As you look at the northern part of the state, the Delta, getting a lot of rain right there. Now, see, this is, you see this right here? This is round 3. This is what will come in after a while. We'll get this through here and have a break, and this will be round 3 that comes through here in what is potentially going to be worse than what is happening now. So just so everybody's aware of that. All of this is back building and could come through about the same time. We'll watch it carefully. Let's dig back into Newton County. Y'all have got moderate showers also. Let's dig into Lauderdale County and move down south into Clark County and just look at everything that we've got here. We pick up here at Tom Bailey Lake out at Toomsuba. It's now east of Rainbow Lakes. We've got heavy rain there. When you go south of the Simmons Wright store and you go down toward Wynot, let's look at this. It gets heavier there. This is Alamucha. Y'all have got a lot of rain there all the way to the Bama state line. It says lightning is getting close to Kemper Academy. As we look at this, Wynot is going to be passing here in the next few moments on into Alabama and passing out of the way. As we get to Lisbon, Alabama, y'all are going to be having these showers there. Y'all are under severe thunderstorm warning until 2 a.m. We move back into Clark County, and it looks like, let's see here, they have just canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Clark County. And now it has moved across the Bama state line until 2 a.m. We're not far off that. We're going to ride that out and watch all of this. We moved down to Wayne County, and it's moved on this northeastern corner here of Wayne, right at Waynesboro. Big time coming down through there. This is going to be at Denham in 7 minutes. We'll be at Chapel Hill within 15 minutes, to Silas, Alabama, within a half an hour. This is all moving northeasterly. Let's put this in motion to where let's see what you can see here. Let's put this in motion now.
Someone said, what about Sable?
Yeah, we'll go back and take a look there at Sable there. So we've got this canceled. We do have a flood warning for Lauderdale, Clark, and we've also got one for Jasper County over here. And that's going to go until 4 a.m. Flash flood warning until 4 a.m. All right, let's dig back in here to Clark County here. Most of the storm has now passed over downtown Quitman. A little bit of rain still pretty moderate there over where the high school is. out to where Archusa is, even out to where Cooper's Chapel is, where we had a lot of rain coming down earlier. Simmons Right, it's about to clear in Lauderdale County. Ashley Swearinger asked about that. As you look at right there is where you're talking about, Ashley. And this storm is moving to the northeast. We've got showers back to Tumsuba, but it is almost past you there. South of you, heavier. We just got a warning. And let's see what that is. All right, let's see here. Let me update here and see if I can figure out exactly what went under a warning. That may be another one of these. Let me turn off radar. This may be Wayne County. We already had that. Hattiesburg area still looks the same. Severe thunderstorm warning until 2 a.m. I'm not seeing anything that is different than what we just had. We have thunderstorm watch until 4 a.m., and we've got the tornado watch until 7 a.m. for the area south near Hattiesburg all through here. And it does look like it's going to try to keep this same path here with the tornadic activity just south here, Wayne County, as we look at this. This can change before morning, but we'll watch that. Let me refresh one more time and see if we've gotten anything new that is shown up here. Let me turn this back on. Severe thunderstorm warning until 2. That has not changed. All is the same. That was some form of flash flood watch, I'm sure, that just got issued. Now let's go back into to radar. Turn that back on so we can see here. All right. Let's dig back in here to Clark County. It is not lightened up a little at all on this eastern edge there, but it is fastly headed toward the Alabama line. All right, Quitman due east. Quitman, it looks like you're out of the clear now. Let's go here. Let's make this where we can see. We start here at Energy Church, and we'll go south of there. Still rain there. It gets heavier, though, due south of there when you get near right here at the Shiloh, County Road 50, right there. That area through there is still pouring down rain. Pine Ridge, you're going to get your taste of this also probably within the next 45 seconds or so. The critical wind indicator here, and let's look at this. This is Pine Ridge right here. We go due north of there. This is going to be Hinton, Alabama. We go back across here into Clark County. This is County Road 410. This is out, and again, this is radar indicated. That has 104 mile an hour shear winds with it coming across County Road 442, headed toward the Hinton community there in Alabama. Again, this is not on the ground, but has the potential to, at any given point, to drop down out of the sky and do damage, because it can. And we've seen that stuff happen before. I just want you to be aware of this. If you live in this Hinton area here, be prepared for some rough weather coming your way. Let's go south and follow this. And again, down to Shiloh, we're getting tons of rain. Starting to see a break there at Chancellor from over at the landfill, cutting across, and it picks back up around Crandall, Thiedville, these areas here, still pouring rain right at the state line right here. And we come out here from Horn and go due east and follow this right to the county line. Needham Road, as it's going to go into Melvin, Alabama there. We've got a lot of rain coming down with that right there. The scale on that says it's going to be at Butler within the next 25 minutes. So Butler, y'all be prepared for some weather headed your way as well as we back out and you look at that big scale, how it's going across there. Gilberttown, Alabama, you've got all of this sheer wind that is coming your way. Now, I want to say Clark County now has dropped out, as we mentioned a moment ago, from the severe thunderstorm warning. We've got it here in Alabama. It is 7 minutes remaining on this, and this probably will push on further over towards Sweetwater, Thomasville, Alabama, and make its way across. We still have Wayne County under a severe thunderstorm warning until 2 o'clock. That's still under. Choctaw County, Alabama, also. All right, let's go down. And this is the Wayne County area here that has these thunderstorms. This right here, all right, now we need to pay attention here. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go due south here. This is, if you're in Wayne County, again, we do not have a tornado warning for this, but this is a very serious storm. Let's look where it's going. It's going to be in Waynesboro in 19 minutes. Let me see if it'll pick up any other towns in between there. Smithton, 1 minute from now. This is radar indicated, but this is very, very high on the scale of to where this could turn into something more than just a wind. We're sitting at a 7. The shear rate of wind with this is 92 miles an hour. Again, this will be, let me pull out these towns where this will be near. Robinson Junction, Winchester, and Waynesboro within 19 minutes. If you look at that path, it shoots straight up through here. Now, again, they have not issued a tornado warning with this, but a very serious storm that could produce one is what I'm seeing here. And this warning is going to go until 2 o'clock. We got 6 more minutes remaining on that.
Someone asks, what's the next round for Meridian? When?
Somewhere, I'm going to guess 4:30, 5 a.m. It could push a little past 5. But before daylight, we'll have another round. I think we're going to get maybe a couple hours rest in between where you could go take you a cat nap, I think. I'm going to have a cup of coffee here in a little bit and be ready for that next round as it comes about. Again, let's watch this stuff that's here in Wayne County as it comes across here. That's going to expire too. This is also expiring at 2 o'clock. We've got a lot of nasty weather right here at Wayne County that concerns me. Anywhere near in this, this is downtown Waynesboro here. Let's just look. This is mostly rural area that this is going to be cutting across. This storm sitting here at Smithton right now. That's going to cut across as we zoom in on this. And that's wanting to act ugly on me. It's not wanting to tell me what I want it to tell me. So let's do this, and let me update that, and we'll come back to it. Joyce George, thank you for watching. I appreciate that. And Jeremy Barnacastle, thank you for watching. Appreciate that. I know a lot of y'all are up late tonight, and I appreciate you spending the evening with me. Didn't make it so lonely for me.
Oh, yeah, it's like I'm not even here.
Yeah, you showed up late, Madison.
Oh, you know what? I was about to go to bed.
You were going to bed?
I was.
All right, let's turn radar back on for everybody to take a look here of what we're looking at. This is Smithton Bethel Church Road is where this storm is down here. It's cutting across here, and again, it's just a nasty little storm there that we want to pay attention to. Right at Smithton now, we'll be at Winchester within 17 minutes. And again, it may not ever turn into anything more than a radar, but it's nasty. And now it wants to go due east. And it looks like it will do that. It's changing directions with that wind. Y'all hear that? It's loud outside here, isn't it?
It's bad out there.
I had that last storm where we paused a minute. I went outside and had a chance to stand there in the darkness. And somebody else had made that comment about how that lightning pops and it becomes daylight and you can almost see that sky up there. It was spooky.
It's always spooky.
No other way to word it, is it? So we had some rough weather through this area as well. Wayne County, we still got 3 minutes remaining on this. Everybody in the Alabama side, y'all pay attention to your weather as well. Clarkdale, lightning within the area there. Let's move up. Most of the heavy stuff is now right on the edge of the Clark County line there. We still showing some sheer winds there at 68 miles an hour, right at the state line there. Butler, Alabama, this rain is coming your way. You are still under. I didn't turn my little thingy on. Let's go back over here where I got it. until 2 a.m. You got to be able to read, don't you? All right, let's jump back up here. I hadn't paid a lot of attention to our northern portion of here. It's still flooding up here in Winston County all the way to Starkville, Columbus. We've got all of this area here in Macon, down to Sugarlock, this pouring rain. Kemper County, look at y'all. Y'all are showing out with the rain as well. Now, it's not that red rain on the scale of, say, 1 to 5. Y'all are probably at a 3 is where we are. If you were to judge it on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd put this at a 3 up here in Kemper County right now. As we go down, looks like we've got it cleared here in the Wyandotte community. So Wyandotte, y'all can take a break there before we get our next round a little bit later on. We out here at the store, at the Simmons Wright store, it's clear. It's all east of you now. You might get some light showers here over the next hour. Nothing too serious. Moving out of Clark County now into Alabama. They're gonna stretch these till about 3 a.m. Through Gilberttown and all these areas here to the points east as it goes across here as we watch this. These same shear winds that came through Clark County now all around Toxie in Gilberttown, Alabama tonight. 70, 68, 70. All right, this will be at Wildcat Landing in the next 25 minutes. I was making sure. All right, I got a report here a few moments ago. Quarter-size hail near County Road 280 in Clark County, and quarter-size hail downtown equipment at the high school. Quarter-size hail as that storm came through there is what was reported. All right, as we go down, making sure I didn't miss any more of these messages that popped in through the area. I think I've gotten most of those. Oh, no, I'm good right this second. Let's see. Yeah, that's the. I was looking to see if there was a message that popped in on that, and it was not. All right, let's go back up and focus here. We still have severe thunderstorm warning until 3 a.m. Parts of here Wayne County as it moves into Clark County in this area here. We have a bunch of wind down in the Hattiesburg area. Just to the southeast of there. And again, this stuff is making its way northeasterly. Tuscaloosa will get it in a little bit. Demopolis, these areas. We got, let's see, the Mississippi side, except for Wayne at this point in time that's in the immediate area, is pretty clear. Let's look here. This is near Hintonville, Mississippi. Severe thunderstorm warning until 3 a.m. Another hour to ride out on that. Highway 98 through New Augusta, Beaumont, these areas, McLean. Y'all watch that as we go back up through here. We still focus on what's going on over here, Gilberttown, Alabama. It's on top of y'all right now, and we'll move due east of you here in just the next little bit as it goes across here. Same amount of rain, thunderstorms that's occurring with that. Jerry Long watching there in Gilberttown, Alabama. Let's zoom in on a few roads right around Gilberttown and let y'all know exactly what's happening there, and then we'll take a break, and we will most likely be back within an hour or so or something like that. But let's look at our area here at Gilberttown of what y'all got going on. This is the red light, downtown Gilberttown. Look at the rain that's all around y'all. This is going to be out here, Old Samuel Road here, but
gosh.
Hello.
It sounded like it hit the house.
That rattled my chair. Not gonna lie. All right. As we go west of downtown, we've got some shear winds that are going to be moving in through the town. This is Paragon. Lightning within 12 miles of the Dollar General there in Union is what that is saying. County Road 16 here. You've got Gilberttown County Road 16 there. We go due north of here, Toxie, Alabama. Y'all just had a storm pass through there. The eye of this now headed toward Wembley. We'll be there within 5 minutes, and we'll reach Lou within 8 minutes as you go down Rock Spring within 21 minutes. Y'all have got a lot of rain. As we look to the northwest of downtown Gilbertown, you've got sitting right here at Hodgewood, back to the west of there. As we come over, and this little community here is, I'm going to slaughter this name. Okatupa? Is that how you say it? That's probably an Indian name that I can't pronounce right. Oktupa. Well, we'll go with that. I'm not sure that I'm saying that correctly there. A lot of Alabama towns that I can mess up real good. Maple Drive, Bonner Town Road, these areas right in here. It's pouring on y'all at the moment. Be careful. Make sure you got a safe place to go to, that you're watching your P's and Q's. Now, as we go west of here, back over here, we got shear winds of 68 miles an hour. They're making their way directly across Gilbertown. It's raining from heavy Highway 17 back over here to the state line, and lots of thunder out in Bailey's Center Hill community. Silas, Alabama, you've got a storm that is approaching you. It will be there within 7 minutes. As we rate these of a scale of 1 to 10, this storm is a 4 as it approaches you. Highway 84. We go back down right across the Bama line here. This is Dunbar. We move down here to Healing Springs, Shady Grove. We've got a lot of activity, 81 mile an hour shear winds with y'all. And again, none of these are tornado warnings. They're just strictly high wind areas that could turn into something more. We know that. We just want you to be well aware of what you got in your neighborhood. Again, these will remain until 3 a.m. As they cut across and come out of Waynesboro towards you. We back down the Waynesboro itself. The city limits is the storm is past and is due east of there. Millery, Alabama. What just rolled through Waynesboro is on top of y'all now. Not everywhere can you get somebody talking about weather saying y'all, can you? You get it here deep in the south. Healing Springs, y'all have got a storm sitting on top of y'all. This is on a scale of 1 to 10. This is setting at a 4. With it inside that storm in the clouds is about 92 mile an hour shear winds as it makes its way toward Millery. It'll be there in the next few moments there. Healing Springs on top of you as well. All right, let's back out and see if we've had anything else stir and happen in the last few moments with the weather. Again, we've got these flood watches, or flood warnings, flash flood warnings until 4 a.m. throughout the area there. A lot of rain coming down. Let's turn off this where it makes a little bit more sense so it's not just big blobs on you. Heavy rain all the way to Starkville. Let's go back out and go west here. This is round 3 that we've got coming right here. This is in Louisiana right now. St. Francisville. This is where the most haunted home in America sits. St. Francisville, Louisiana, the Myrtles Plantation. That's where that is. That is what's coming our way in the next little bit. We've got Lauderdale sitting here. Let's see if it'll give us a motion there of what's coming there. And if it were to stay on track, it'll come right towards this area. We'll watch it. I'll be back with this in a little bit, and let's just do some mileage on that if it'll do it through the air. It's a good ways on the highway. Let's take it here from Meridian and go down. That is roughly sitting 210 miles from Meridian right now, this storm that's going to make its way here. So we'll watch it. It's trying to get here, and it most likely will as we dig deep into this and look at these different warnings that it's fired off. Tornado warnings here in Louisiana. That's until 2:30, and this is taken in, I can't pronounce that one pretty good either. Northwestern Felicina, Northwestern Point, Coop parishes, and Wilkinson County. Hey, I can say that one. But a lot of tornadic activity happening back over here in Louisiana that will come into Mississippi in a little bit. It's weakening here all around the Hattiesburg area, which is good news. We've got some shear winds and just a little bit of some severe thunderstorm warnings that are playing out until 3 a.m. in Byrd, Mississippi. This is due southeast of Hattiesburg. The main threat, though, has moved across. As you look here as we look at Toxie, Alabama, is to the northeast of you. Heavy rain still on top of Toxie right now, but this has moved to the east of y'all as this storm heads off toward, it's going to be headed toward the Myrtlewood, Sweetwater area. Butler, Alabama, y'all still have a lot of rain on you. If you were to follow due south of Butler, Alabama there, this is going to be Red Springs community there. That is, you got a lot of wind involved in there. But the Lisbon, most of that threat has passed over, moving due east over here. You are still under that severe thunderstorm warning. We look right down here at Millery, Alabama. Y'all have got a lot of action going on right now. Severe thunderstorm warning remaining until 3 o'clock. This is going to move across Millery here in the next few moments and through Silas, Alabama, and make its way on across. That kind of gives us an update of what we've got right now. It looks as though we will be joining you again here in just a little while with more updates of what's happening with the weather. It's been a very active night. We've got more to come. I'll do my very best to be on top of it for you to let you know exactly what's going on with it. Thank you for being a part of this. And again, I say thank you to each and every one of my sponsors that you've seen passing through this. When you can, do business with these folks. They're local folks. They're not someplace that's way off. They go to church with you, as I've said many times. Great folks. We appreciate them, each and every one of them. Means something to our community. And we'll be back. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get some more coffee. And since I no longer smoke, I can't do that. So I'm going to just have a cup of coffee out on the back porch as we leave the studio. And I'll rest up a second, give my voice a rest, and we'll be back to follow these storms as this third round makes its way to our area here in the next little bit. I hope everyone is safe, that no one has had damage to their home. I certainly hope that hasn't happened tonight. We've had some rocky times, a lot of heavy rain, some winds come through the area, and a lot of hail. Hopefully no damage to cars as well. But again, thank you. I'll see you all in just a little bit as we continue our coverage here tonight with Scotty Ray's Weather. Again, thank you so much, and we'll see you in just a little bit.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by